Dying in Valorant is worse than you think. Of course you know that dying is bad. If you play video games, you know that every game has one thing in common: don't die and you win the game. But I mean, we all go sometimes for an early peek and it doesn't work out.
Just wait.
Or you hit the enemy straight in the head, but you got a phantom instead of a vandal and the enemy gets you. No, headshot. It's not that bad. Well, it is bad. And in this video I'm gonna explain why staying alive is way more essential than most people think. And after that give you 5 tips, tricks and life hacks to stay alive longer during the games. All with the end goal to help you get to the rank that you are trying to achieve. So, how bad your deaths really are. It has to do with multiple factors. First of all, you have to understand how much pressure you give to the enemies when you stay alive. Imagine the round starts, you get an early kill, but the enemy hits you all the way down to 20 HP. Oh no. The round goes on, you play very safe, 3 enemies die and 3 teammates die, and in the end it's a 1 versus 2. Even though you know that you will die if the enemy only hits you 1 time, for the enemy's perspective it's still a 1 versus 2. And this sets pressure to the enemy. But not only that, in a 2 versus 1 you have way more possibilities to work together. Even though you're only 1 HP, you could still go for a crossfire, you could refrag your teammate, use your abilities to assist your teammate entering, and the list goes on. So in this round, because I played extremely safe after I got hit a lot, I could work together with my teammate in the hand, peek the enemy on the same time, and that's the only reason why we won this round. Go. This can really impact the outcome of a game. You increase your chance of winning the round so much when staying alive. And every round matters, my friends. So those are the first 2 factors. The second factor is economy. I'm not going over this for too long because as we all know, when you die you lose a lot of credits. 2,900 for your gun, 1,000 for your armor, 800 for your abilities. That's 4,700 credits if you die. So let this be a motivator to don't push the last guy if you're low HP in a 4 versus 1. Let the teammate with full HP push first and get the kill. And the last factor before we go to the tricks, this one is pretty underrated. It's about morale. You gotta remember, when you die, the enemy will get a kill, of course. And when they get a kill, they will get a small confidence boost. Honestly, in Valorant, the mental game plays a way bigger role than most people are expecting. If your mental is right, then you will make more kills, believe me. So don't give the enemies the confidence that they might be able to pull off a comeback. So when you stay alive, you put more pressure to the enemies, your team play potential is better, your economy is better, and you smash the enemy's mental health. Okay, the last one might sound a bit harsh, but you know, you smash the morale. But how do I do it? How do I stay alive, Mr. Lowlander? Well, I got a secret for you guys. 5 very useful tips. But before I give those tips, if you like this video this far, feel free to subscribe. I think this is the month that we finally will beat funny and cute Kitten Cat. And that's just the ultimate goal. Thank you so much for the support. Now the tips. First one, at the start of the round, have a game plan. If you have some sort of idea what you'll be doing in that round, there's less chance that you will die. Here's an example from a VOD review I did over 1 year ago. In this round, Rosant was on a half buy, so he only had the ghost. And with that ghost, he went to C-Long and peeked over there. Sadly, he died, and the main reason for this is because he didn't really have a good game plan. If you only have a ghost, of course, it's not very smart to peek long angles. Often the enemies will either have phantoms or vandals and they will destroy you. So instead, if you only got a ghost, maybe try to go for a lurk or something. Play with your gun's strength, and the strength of the ghost is that it's very flexible mid and short range, plus you don't walk very slow with it. So a perfect gun for the lurk. Got him. Second tip, always have a plan B. When you made a game plan, found a good angle, but then, oh no, you missed your shot. After that, the enemies know where you are, so it's not good to stay on the same spot, and especially not to re-peek, because now there are suddenly 3 enemies aiming at you. It's time for plan B. Change your positions, maybe go back to a teammate, go for a crossfire, and try to kill the enemies from another unexpected angle. Like I did in this round, here's an example of a game plan with the plan B. Sadly, Bind isn't in competitive anymore, but the basics are the same. In this round, my game plan was to peek middle with an operator. After I peeked, it doesn't matter if I get a kill or not, I would go back to side.
We're not here.
So that's what I did. Make a game plan and stick to it. Now the third tip. When you got hit and you're very low HP, play extremely safe. I don't know where it comes from, but some players think that people with low HP should push in first and bait for the people with full HP. But no. That's not the way you're supposed to play this game. If you push in first with low HP, the enemy will just one-tap you in your body and then switch immediately to your teammate. But on the other hand, if your teammate with full HP pushes in first, he will stay alive a bit longer, so you might have the time to kill the enemy before your teammates dies. So a simple rule of thumb, when you're low HP, don't go for 1v1 battles, search a teammate, play together, go for crossfires and let him push in first. Next tip, always play smart even if you're winning very hard. When you're winning a game, often players will get a bit loose and play more aggressive. And this will result in some unnecessary deaths. We all had those rounds where you made 3 or 4 kills and you want to get more, so you push aggressively and then die for nothing. I know this because I make this mistake a lot of times. Oh, I have no bullets. Oh, did it? Ace. Where's my ace?
Oh, you.
No! In the end, you might still win the round because your teammate will get the enemy, but still, your economy is worse and you give the enemies confidence. Don't boost their team morale. Now, if you end up dying anyway, make sure you don't die for nothing. An example, it's 2 versus 1 and the enemy is saving, but your team got way more money than the enemy team. In those rounds specifically, it's better to play very aggressive and hunt for the enemies, even though you might die in the end. In those rounds, your economy doesn't matter anyway, because you have enough money, and for the enemies, every gun is worth something, so kill that enemy. Plus, if you get the enemy at the end of the round, the morale of the enemy will sink to the bottom for sure. And that's it. I hope that with these tips you will stay alive a little longer. If you now want tips about how to win eco rounds easy peasy, click on the video on the left and subscribe of course. Bye bye.